that that's off, and there you go.
Wee!
Take that one. You are just about live.
Sorry for
See, there you are.
technical difficulties. We're not really sure what happened, but we figured it out.
Okay.
We're a little late, but better late than never. So,
It's your show.
good afternoon. It is Super Bowl Sunday here in the States, so it's probably second most, I don't know what you call it, biggest consumer day of the year. And it's probably the second day of the year that I found out that most people eat food besides Thanksgiving. So it's really an excuse to eat junk food. Anyways, I was thinking, since I've been streaming on our other channel, our video game channel, I've been streaming Witcher for those of you who've been watching. See, here we go. Orange Family Network. I figured maybe thinking about the future and what other games and stuff that we could do, I thought that maybe I would start doing like a weekly video log or Q&A if you guys have any questions pertaining to the game I'm currently playing, and also questions as to what games you would like to see me play, and anything you just want to ask me in general. I figured unless you watch my live streams, you won't really be able to communicate with me, so I thought this would be a great idea. Timon, of course you would be on there. I knew I could trust in you. Hello, Dutch Charles, and hello, Brenda. Congratulations on that giveaway the other day. Just so you know, after this stream, we are doing our next giveaway. It's our Super Bowl giveaway. I will be joining Dad for that. So just be sure to peek into that. It starts at 2 o'clock, so pretty much right after this Q&A. So, hello, Nigel. Hey, Nigel, what's up? So, yeah, any questions? If you guys have any questions, my question to you now is, we've been working on Witcher. As you know, it's a very in-depth game. I'm obsessed with this game, and I love everything about this game in terms of my personal taste when it comes to games. I'm an RPG girl all the way. I love being able to do quests. I love being able to build up my character. I love being able to, determine what path my game will take. And there's so many options. And I'm loving my streams. And last night was a lot of fun. If you've watched it, we did some crazy quests. The fighting in this game is fantastic. I love the combat. Sometimes I'm a little bit inspired by Dark Souls 3 with the dodging, but I love how your weaponry, your armor, I mean, everything is just deeply detailed. Everything's customizable. Everything about this game is open-ended for the most part. So I've been really enjoying this game. I can't wait to continue it, and can't wait to just keep on streaming it. Now, sound is not in sync. Okay, Timon, just give us 1 second. Brenda Yates, thank you, so excited. I want to make sure you guys got my emails. I will check with Dad with that. I'm pretty sure he did. Hello, Puma. Hello, Spiral Minds. And yes, I am enjoying my day. And yes, Timon, thank you so much for being a good supporter on my streams. You've actually helped me a lot throughout the game. Thank you, Nigel, as well. My favorite part about this game is that I've been able to kind of get you guys involved, because there's a lot of instances where you're talking to people and you have to choose between questions. You have like 2 answers. In some cases, I make the executive decision and choose my own path, but I've really enjoyed your guys' interaction into the game and helping me through some of the quests, and I think it makes it feel like we're all playing the game together. And of course, the best part is when I'm constantly running into walls and to burning buildings and falling off cliffs, because it seems like I'm really good at doing that in this game, as you can see when you watch my streams. So yeah, don't worry, Timon. I won't be doing WoW. That is not my cup of tea. I do love online games. I played Final Fantasy online for years, but for some reason, WoW has never really stuck home to me. Like never stuck. I did play the original Warcraft games when they were on PC, very very long time ago, and that was as far as my WoW adventures went. Good morning, Valorian. Did I just hear dial-up modem? No, we are currently using our fax machine. Mom is trying to fax something for work. So if that's what you heard, that's probably it. So, besides Witcher, I figured if we were going to stay in this kind of genre or branch out a little bit, I know some of you guys had made suggestions as to games you would like to see me play or see played. So I'm really just wanting. I'm wanting to hear what you guys have to say. It could be video games. It could be board games. I mean, it's all up to you. You guys are pretty much determine our channel in a lot of ways. Your opinions really do matter. So we do listen. So if you guys have a suggestion, within reason, we are able to answer and do things for you whenever we can. What's your age? I am 26. I just turned 26 on January 18th. But I do not feel 26. I don't even feel like I'm in my 20s. I guess that's a good thing. I don't know. I kind of just still feel like a kid who's working and doing adult things, but I don't feel like, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm 26. The Tomb Raider games are fun. I heard that, Puma. We do still have the newest one. We have it for Xbox, I believe. So I was thinking about playing that. Tomb Raider was one of the first games I ever played. I played it way back when on the computer, and I had the study guide that would tell you what to do with all the images. I love that game, and so I love all the old ones. So I figured, why not play the newest one? I heard it was really good, so maybe that's one that I could definitely put on the list of games. I tend to like to play lengthy games. I was trying to think of maybe doing like a game a month, but considering some of these games are very lengthy and considering what my schedule will be like, my schedule's week to week. I'm thinking of maybe incorporating one or two games at once and getting through them before doing new games. I don't want to just stop playing a game and then starting a new game and then never finishing the game, because I want you guys to see games through the end. Valorian, how about playing Jackbox TV games, something with the audience? I've never heard of Jackbox.tv. I'm not familiar with that, Valorian. Charles Fox, I would love to see Borderlands. Another good one for decisions and open sandbox is Mass Effect is definitely the newest one. I am definitely going to be streaming that. I played the first one. The second one, I really love the Mass Effect series, so I would definitely expect me to play that game. Dutch Yoda, I would suggest Horizon Zero Dawn as soon as it's available. What type of game is that, Dutch? Tima, old lady, LOL, says the 63-year-old. I don't feel old at all. I feel very young. I feel like a kid. Hi, Kabuki. Of course, Timon, first and foremost, we will be finishing this game. I'm just trying to look into the foreseeable future, considering games are always coming out, considering we have so many games already. I figure this is a time to tackle and to rekindle my love for video games. I kind of fell off the video game bandwagon when you have so many interests and you're so into so many things. Sometimes you kind of have to prioritize your hobbies the same way you would have to prioritize real life. You know, I love board games, I love video games, I love movies and TV and comics, I love anime. I'm such an anime geek, so it's hard. And then between cosplay and it's like, how do I find the time to like tackle all my interests at once? So kind of sometimes I have to veer away and focus on one that I'm really into. And right now I've really been enjoying doing streams at night. It helps to wind me down. It's relaxing for me. It's something, I just take my mind off of whatever happened that day, and I just sit on the couch and I just play. I have Horizon pre-ordered. I'll have to talk to Dad about that one. I'm not familiar with that one. Brenda Yates, you're in my prayers. Oh, thank you. Dutch Yoda, Horizon Zero Dawn is an action RPG with a large world. Sounds like my cup of tea. RPGs, lengthy gameplay, alternate endings. I mean, I don't know. I just really like long, adventurous games. I like games that keep me busy. I'm not very good at first-person shooters. It's not that I don't like them. I love first-person shooters, but you have to have a special skill set. You have to have, thick skin, good reaction time. I mean, there's many qualities you have to have that I unfortunately don't have. I would try a first-person shooter if there was one out there that you guys really wanted to see me play. Don't expect me to be veteran status. Don't expect me to be really good at it. It would just pretty much be for fun. It would be kind of almost like a parody to watch. I'm going to have to definitely look into it. Hello, Neutral. So, Elder Scrolls 6. We did get the most recent Elder Scrolls, and then I had started to play it, but it was also during a time where I had started to work again. So, like I said, there's this huge gap where I just wasn't really doing any video games at all, as much as I wanted to. I would look at them and be like, yeah, this is cool, and then I just never got around to it. So this is my chance and my opportunity to play games that I've been wanting to play. Square Enix, I'm obviously a huge fan and supporter of Square Enix. Final Fantasy is one of my all-time favorite game series, franchises, everything. I've played the online games. Final Fantasy VII is my favorite. I have the new Final Fantasy. I probably should stream that. I was so looking forward to it, and I just haven't tackled it. I can't wait for the remake for Final Fantasy VII, and so definitely that will be on my list of games to play. And then, yes, we were talking about Dragon Age Inquisition, the most recent one. A lot of you guys have suggested me playing the game and have even sent me information about the tabletop D&D version kind of the game. So that's up on the list too. How do you love Florida overall? Positive, negatives, do you miss? Florida is Florida. Florida's a special place. How do I love Florida? There's days where when I travel down south and stuff, doing stuff for my job and whatnot, sometimes I'm just like, the driving, because everything's so far out and stretched that sometimes I get really frustrated, and I'm like, ugh, Florida. There's a lot of things I love about Florida, and there's a lot of things I hate. For one thing, I'm not really a fan of the weather of Florida. A lot of people come and retire here because it's hot 75% of the year, but also suddenly the weather's always changing. So everyone's always sick. I mean, you can't, your immune system doesn't have time to adjust to the climate because the climate's always changing. And from all the way down the state to all the way up the state, the weather's drastic. Like, if you went up to Tallahassee, it's probably super cold. But if all the way down to Miami, it's hot and rainy. And it's just like, I don't know, that aspect. And then I don't like all the, no offense to anybody who could, when all the snowbirds come, and they don't know your rules and your driving and the way of life here. I mean, it can get very, like, I'll be on the road and my road rage. Some people stopping at green lights and turning left from the right lane, and I was just like, it could really bring out the worst in you. So you looking forward to the remake? Yes. Valorian, I am. Final Fantasy VII is my favorite of the Final Fantasies. So I'm definitely looking into it. I've also always dreamed of doing a Final Fantasy VII cosplay. Final Fantasy cosplays are just so intricate and costly, realistically, that one day I will do it. Positive Florida, it doesn't get cold. See, for you it doesn't get cold, but for me, someone who's always cold, even in the summer, and then is not used to being cold, as soon as it drops just a little bit, I'm all wrapped up and bundled. I always am wearing a sweater, doesn't matter what time of year it is. So on the cold days, I really struggle. I hate that no one signals in Florida. I thought that was, and I thought maybe it was just in my head, but it really is a Floridian thing, because I've driven places up north, and people just don't use their signals here. It blows my mind, and people have really bad depth perception on the roads. They think they're like 10 feet in front of you, and they're really just right there. And there's so many like, oh my goodness moments where I think I'm actually going to get sideswiped or head on. I mean, driving, there's a skill that you need to drive in Florida. There really is a skill needed. Hello, Joe. Hello, Janice. I can relate to snowbirds and driving, yes. And I can relate to snowbirds at the gym, too. January has been quite the month, let me just tell you. Kabuki Kid, yeah, I live in New Jersey and we have psycho drivers, but I can say Florida drivers are often as bad or sometimes even worse. It's a special breed of driver. Though you probably make a better Aerith. Yeah, you know what? That would probably be. I want to do everybody in Final Fantasy VII. I mean, I want to be Aerith. I want to be Vincent. I mean, I want to do a Femme Sephiroth. I mean, I just love the story. I love all the characters. I would do Tifa. I mean, I want to do them all. How about that one? Let's just knock them all out the park. Let me just win the lotto, and then I'll just do all my dream Final Fantasy cosplays, right? Does anybody have any questions pertaining to Witcher itself? Anybody who's been watching the stream or has viewed the stream? Anything you want to know about this game? Now's your time to ask. Also, I know we're all in different time zones and stuff, and I stream late because usually it's just the best time for me, and I try to make sure that everything in the house is wound down, and that I'm not in a place where I'm gonna have to get up every 5 seconds and whatnot. But I was thinking maybe on the weekends, maybe doing an earlier stream, but I don't know how everybody's schedules worked, and just kind of wanted to figure out what you would think is the best time to stream for some of you guys, because maybe I could do an extra stream under the week or on the weekend to gear towards people who prefer me streaming earlier in the day. Blade, bad drivers are universal. Yes, but I feel like in Florida there's just an extra. There's an additive. Kabuki Kid, people in Florida seem to either drive way slowly or really fast. And yeah, and they're all going nowhere. They're either in a hurry to go nowhere or just don't care that and forget that they're on the road. Neutral, what makes bad drivers even worse in Florida is the morning. Oh, the morning fog is scary. 2 weeks ago, I was driving to work, and it was the first time I had ever seen so much fog on the road. And if for any of you guys who have ever seen The Mist, I literally had like visions of like creatures coming out of the fog as I got to work. I was kind of like scared because I couldn't see anything. Valorian, personally, I like that time of night. Yeah, so do I. It's quiet. You know, I'm on the couch. I'm hanging out. We got the puppies in the background. Every once in a while, we get a dog bark as people may be coming home from school or work and whatnot. How does Witcher 3 rank with the other Witcher games? Kabuki Kid, actually, Witcher 3 is the first Witcher game I've played. I've never heard of Witcher until I picked up this game. I just found out that there's a whole book series on it, the reason I started playing this game was I was under a lot of stress, and I was having a hard time sleeping, and I was like, I'm gonna play a video game. I'm gonna play a video game. Why not? We have a PlayStation 4 sitting there in the living room. Why am I not playing a game? So I went and Justin actually got this game for Christmas, and he tried it out, and Justin, either he likes a game or he doesn't like a game. And once he puts a game down, he probably won't pick it back up again. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to play this game. So I just put it in, and little did I know, it just opened up my world. And I was like, this is the best game ever. And that's how I kind of just... It was the first video game I picked up in a very long time. Besides, like, Pokemon on DS. But yeah, and I've really enjoyed this game. I wish I would have played the other two. I would like to read the books. I love the lore. I love the art. I love all the characters and the stories and the beasts. I love all the different monsters, and everything is thought up. Their history, what they're weak to. I mean, what types of monsters. I mean, everything. Every character is connected by some history, some story. The dialogue in this game is so good, so well thought out. They got really good voice actors. It's just a really, really good game. Hey James, what's up? Joe in Arizona. I must admit I have not played any of the Witcher games yet, but I have them all in my Steam library. I really need to give it a go. Joe, yes you do. T-Mom, from what I've read, Witcher 3 is more ended than Witcher 2. Witcher 2 has fewer choices. Yeah, I've heard Witcher 3 actually I think got RPG of the year, if I'm correct, when I read in Game Informer. And it really is an endless game. You can make the game as long or as short as you want. I mean, if you want to cut corners, you're more than welcome to cut corners, but why are you going to do that? Why aren't you going to not just take advantage and get everything out of the game? I mean, you're spending $60, $70 on a game. You might as well get its use out of it. Neutral. I could never get into the first two games because I hated the combat. The 3 is alright. Very frustrating at times, but at least the combat is decent. Yeah, I mean, everyone... I haven't played the other two, so I really can't compare it to anything. The combat, in a lot of ways, does remind me of Dark Souls 3, but I like the combat in Dark Souls 3, and I don't know, I enjoy it. So, have you played any of the Fallout series? I haven't played them. I've watched people play them. When the new when Fallout 4 came out, I religiously sat and watched Justin play it. So I felt like I played the game because I was there watching him playing all the time. I know that they're really good games. I think they said Las Vegas is one of the best ones as well. That's how I grew up. My interest in video games started with me just sitting on the floor. Dad's playing video games, and I'm handed, you read this and tell me what to do next. And I'm sitting there with the study guide. Mind you, I'm this little kid, and I'm like, I gotta read what to do next. And, and that's how I got into my interest in video games. I used to watch my dad play Resident Evil and Warcraft. I remember StarCraft way back when. That was one of the first games I ever watched played, and I was just so amazed. And then I was given a couple computer games when I got my own computer, and then I started playing on the computer. I'm born and bred PC gamer. That's where I started. So my heart, there will always be a special place in my heart for computer games. I got my first console, the first PlayStation. I had Sega. I mean, we had everything. So name it, we had it. So it's not... But I've always been the PC girl. And then, of course, the PC industry kind of... But that's how I started my love for video games. Manolis Valajos, is that how you say it? Hello, Janice. You should try the other 2 episodes of Witcher. You really get a better picture in the whole universe. Tremendous experience. Well, I think the first Witcher was on PC, if I'm not mistaken. I would have to see how I would go about getting the first 2 ones. Jason Whitaker. Hello, Janice. Hi. Gio-san, now I enjoy more painting figures than gaming long adventure games. I used to play WoW like for 5 or more years. I lost so much time on that game. Yeah, it's you don't realize how much time you invest into those games until you take a seat back and you're like, man, all those hours I could have been doing something really productive for myself. But I mean, that's how they get you, and that's why it survived for so long, because people are willing to spend not only the money, but they're willing to spend the time to play them. It's whole cult in a way. It's whole population. It's a very special demographic of gamer. If you want to check out Kingdom Come Deliverance, PCGames.com. Oh, okay. Kingdom Come Deliverance, PC Games. I should probably have a pen and paper to write some of this stuff down that you guys tell me. You are more than welcome to email us on our channel, though. I'll try to check messages as regular as possible and get back to you that way. That would probably be the best way to contact me. You can contact me on our board game channel, or you can contact me on our Orn Family Network video game channel. Either or, if you message me on either of those outlets, I'll be more than happy to try to get back to you.
Network.
Orn Family Gaming Network. I left out the gaming.
Make sure you subscribe.
So yeah, oh, I got a pen and paper. Make sure you subscribe to.
Subscribe to Orn Family Gaming Network.
Well, make sure you subscribe to Orn Family Gaming Network. And before I continue answering these questions, thank you guys so much for all your lovely donations. It's really on Super Chat. It's really we're so surprised by how much love you guys give us. We really just enjoy doing this. We enjoy seeing people smile, and I mean, a lot of the stuff we do does go for a good cause. We really do try to help out in the community by doing things that people enjoy and by reaching out to people who may not have a lot. So it just really means a lot to us when you just click on that button and it's just we're surprised. We're surprised just by how much you guys have given us, and I hope that we can continue to give back to you guys the same way that you guys have given to us. So yes, thank you again. And hopefully as the Orn Family Gaming Network grows, we can start to expand out on that channel. So just if you're interested in video games or just want to see me play games, good and bad, subscribe to that channel, and that is where you'll see a lot of me. So I'm going to write this down really quick, Timon. You said Kingdom Come Deliverance. I'm going to try and write some stuff down so that because I'll forget, and I don't want to forget things that you guys tell or suggest to me. Let me read up here and look at some of the comments. Rumor has a sequel to Fallout Vegas is coming. Yeah, the rumor has that, and there's also rumor of a 4th Witcher. So that's also why I want to finish. I'll definitely have to look into the Fallout series. I don't know. Did we trade in Fallout?
No, we have it.
We still have it, so maybe I'll play it for myself. Valoran, have you tried any of the Assassin's Creeds? I played the first one. I don't know why. I've never been really into the Assassin's Creed series. I played the first one. I kind of feel like I got my fix out of it. I loved when it first came out, the whole parkour dynamic of the game and being sneaky. I loved all of that. And I never really played any of the other ones. I felt like I got what I needed out of the first one. So that's just my personal opinion. I know people are huge fans of the Assassin's Creed series. And I think there's a movie coming out as well. I forget who's going to be acting as the main guy.
Came out and it bombed.
Oh, it did came out. Oh, it actually already came out. I thought it wasn't out yet, so it obviously didn't do well. King's Quest on PC. King's Quest. What type of game is that, Brenda? It would be fun if you and your dad could play a multiplayer session of 7 Days to Die. Maybe you can help him and from getting slaughtered all the time. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like the two of us together would be that'd be pretty tragic, but I could try it out. Valorian, no thank you, Janice, for all the fun. Do a Google. Games like Witcher 3 give you some ideas. Oh, games like Witcher 3. I see what you mean, Timon. Okay. When am I doing Witcher tonight? I don't know. It's the Super Bowl tonight. And I know it has nothing really to do with me. I'm going to be playing, but I don't know if you guys are like, any of you guys out there are like avid Super Bowl fans. It is the Patriots and the Falcons. It's going to be a big game because this could potentially be historic for the Patriots. So, I mean, I'll play. I maybe around the same time. I want to say 8 o'clock, 8ish, 8:30. It's kind of hard to do before 8 because we're still trying to wind down the puppies and stuff. But we'll figure it out.
Before 8.
So, well, check out jackbox.tv. Jackbox.tv. And if Rob doesn't know how that works, he should ask Tom Vassell. Okay, Valorian, I definitely will do that. I have that written
How
down.
about works?
Jackbox works.
Jacks.
Jackbox.tv. I have it written down.
Okay, I'll take a look.
Okay, Dad said he will take a look at it. Puma, if you like beat 'em ups, Odin Sphere, Listfris. Oh gosh, I'm totally going to butcher this word. Lithrazir. Oh, Puma, please don't give me a hard time about that one. There's so many games out there. It's just a matter of experimenting and trying to figure out where you're. I really do feel that my gaming niche is in. Even when it comes to tabletop games or board games, I always go for the long ones, the fantasy ones, the ones where you build up your characters. I love the deck builders, ones where you have items, and I mean that's just me. Dungeon games and adventure games. I love them. I like being able to have control somewhat of my path in the game, if that makes sense. Are you writing down titles? Don't forget Horizon Zero Dawn. Yes, Horizon Zero Dawn. And then, of course, Mass Effect is definitely on that list. So that will probably be next. It comes out in March. Paul Darcy, I was just talking about it earlier. I love the Mass Effect games. I am going to be streaming the new one, Andromeda, when it comes out. That's a whole other aspect. That's what where you get to kind of your decisions really determine the outcome of the game, and it's just they're really great games. They're really awesome. Kabuki Kid, do you like any of the Telltale games like The Walking Dead or Wolf Among Us, where it's something of an interactive movie with adventure elements like old point-and-click adventure games? Kind of. I played, Victoria really likes those games. I really love Walking Dead, and we're huge, it actually comes back next week. We're huge Walking Dead fans. I just really like the comics and the show. I don't know how I feel about them. I do kind of like the interactive movie games. What was the name of that one with Ellen Page? Was it called Beyond Two Souls? Beyond Two Souls. And I really did enjoy that game. I thought it was so cool how they did the kind of got the actors and did the movie type interactive action game. I don't know. Maybe I would like them. I played the first Walking Dead interactive game because Victoria told me, she's like, you have to play this. So, and I did have fun. But I don't know. They're not my favorite. Neutral Super Bowl? I don't watch baseball. I don't watch baseball either. Paul Darcy, how about Borderlands 2? It was a fantastic game. The Borderlands games are supposed to be really good, and I've seen it's a huge cosplay. A lot of cosplayers cosplay from Borderlands. I don't know why I've never played them. Like I said, there was a series of time where it was just my life in video games. There was no connection between the two. So it was just, there's going to be a huge gap where I wasn't even touching video games at all. I mean, at all. So there's going to be a lot of things that I haven't played. There's going to be a lot of things that maybe I have played. I'll probably play like really old games, but recently in the last couple years, there's gonna probably be a nice big list of games I haven't touched. So this is my chance to play games that I wanted to play but never got around to doing it. Neutral would also be cool to see do Left 4 Dead 2. I've actually played a demo of it once. I've seen Victoria play it, and those games are fun. Let's see, Brenda Yates, King's Quest, super old, but it was the first game I played on PC, similar to how Warcraft was my first PC game. It's an early RPG type. You have to hunt for stuff and then do the right things with it. Now, with old PC games, would they work well on newer laptops, or do they work better? I mean, can you still find those games? That's the thing. Brenda Yates' example, you need to get the Red Riding Hood from Grandma to get flowers to give it to the mermaid so you can be taken in the sea, and it goes on. I like that. That was a great sentence there. Manolis Vlahos, are you going to try Resident Evil 7? It's really good, and if you play it on VR, be prepared for some really scary stuff. I watched Hoongoon, aka Justin, he's not supposed to know, but I watched his stream, so I feel like I've already played the game. So I kind of know what happened, so I feel like if I played it on my own now, it wouldn't really be the same because I know a bit of what happens in the game, so it wouldn't be new to me. Maybe I'll try it on the VR for kicks. Resident Evil is all about Victoria. That's her life. That's her favorite game series. That and the BioShock games, which I have to play because Victoria swears that I need to play that at some point, and I feel that it's very important for me to play those games because they won like Game of the Year, I think, when it first came out. So yeah, there's just so many. We got time, guys. Just little by little, we will tackle what we can. Puma, the Tomb Raider games. Yes, I've already put into consideration the most recent Tomb Raider games. Like I said, Tomb Raider games were one of the first games I played on PC, first game series that I loved and cherished and really enjoyed playing. Sir Kazrak, I'd love to see a family playthrough of the Others, 7 Sin for board game night. Okay, well, I'll write that down for our board game nights.
We did it already.
Oh, we did do the Others. Yes, we did do the Others. We did actually do a playthrough of the Others, and it was all painted and everything. I believe I actually wasn't a huge fan of it. Was that the one? We play so many games sometimes that, like, unless I really
It's the one of the deadly sins, and as you get corrupt more, you got more powers.
Are you sure we played that?
Yes, I am.
See, then maybe I didn't really enjoy the game. Usually when when I really enjoy a game, I mean, we play so many games, so excuse me if I forget that we've played a game, because we really do play a lot of games. But for the most part, unless I really enjoyed a game, I probably won't even remember playing it, especially if I had a hard time with the game, or it didn't hit home with me. Then yeah, we do have the Others, and we did play it all painted and everything. Maybe we'd have to revisit it and see if it was because I didn't like it or I just don't remember because we only played it once. Board game, even not barred. Don't worry, Sir Kazrak, I understood ya. Zombies have no personality. I don't know, man. Something about the roars. There's different ranges in their mumbling. Nigel, check out the Nier Automata demo. It's free on the PC Store. It's free on the PS Store. It's made by Square Enix. Okay. Paul Darcy, Dragon Age Origins is really good too. We do have that game. I know we do because I've seen it. That's a lot of people have suggested for me to play that game. So it's going to have to go on the list because I'm trying to do what you guys want. and to the best of my ability. There's going to be some games maybe I'm just not interested in it, and I'll try to give everything a chance. And if I have access to the game, of course, and time. Heavy Rain. I know about Heavy Rain. I actually got Heavy Rain as a gift, I think, or I had a friend who got it as a gift, and they played it and they said it was really good. I never got around to playing it, but I am familiar with Heavy Rain as well. The best thing about Borderlands is you could do a family play because it can be multiplayer, and that would actually be fun to do. I've seen people play Borderlands. It looks like a lot of fun. I love the art, the design of the game, the whole like cell shading is really cool. Paul Darcy, if you have a Steam account, you can get lots of older games. Yes, we do all have Steam accounts. Justin actually has a Steam machine as well. So, yeah, I always forget about Steam. I always forget that Steam, you get access to a bunch of older games that may not be easily accessible anymore. And a lot of weird independent games that you would think wouldn't be good, and then you play them and you're like, this is actually a really good game. I love all the free games that you get on PlayStation so awesome when they do the free monthly games. Some of my favorite games, like Isaac Rebirth and the Isaac Afterbirth I love those games. Paul Darcy, I read that, sorry. Team On, trouble with older games is the aid of graphics. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but sometimes the graphic, it's just kind of nostalgic. You're kind of reminiscing, and you're being like, man, remember when we used to think that these graphics were good? And then you like compare it to a newer game, and you're like, wow, these weren't really good graphics. But back then, that's what it was. And even as a kid, being so amazed by like playing a computer game and doing all these cool things and thinking it was the best thing in the world. It's the same thing with movies. You go back and you watch like the first Lord of the Rings. It came out in 2000, I believe. And then you go and watch The Hobbit, which, the most recent Hobbit movies, and you compare the two and you're like, what a difference. What a huge difference in, 14, 15 years of movie production. Same thing with video games. We have virtual reality, it's always been spoken about. You see in old 80s movies how they have like the VR headset, and it always seemed like such a silly concept, but now it's like you can purchase it for your home and play video games on a virtual reality headset. So things are changing and updating, so sometimes it's good to go back to your roots from where you started. The old ones are really walkthrough heavy. Yes, very true. EDF, it's a cult classic. What's EDF stand for, if you don't mind me asking, Puma? There's a new King's Quest on console, but the older games are available on Steam in collection. Thank you, Charlie P. So I have King's Quest. Do I have it written down? I want to make sure I do have it written down. I don't want to miss out anything you guys provide for me, because these are all suggestions and stuff that I can look at. Instead of blindly trying to figure out what I'm going to do, I'm going to help you guys lead me a little bit here. Hi, Janice. Do you like or play RPGs, or have you tried LARPing? I actually have tried LARPing. When I went to college, my school had a LARPing association, and it was so hilariously awesome. One day I was walking from class, and there was an area between the two buildings I had to travel to that was just open, and there was literally probably like 200 people on this field. Straight up larking. It was like a big battle that they had planned, and I walked right into it. And I had a friend in one of my dorm rooms that was in it, so I got to try it, and I think it's so cool. Obviously it's like, it really is a nerdy thing to do, but I wouldn't. I don't think it's like a bad thing to do. I think it's funny, and it's like serious. Like you have to. It's not just about the whole dressing up and pretending to be somebody. And I mean, there's this LARPing association. They had established councils and a government, and they set their battles. I mean, they had it very everything. They had days where they just groups would put things together. Things were really well written out and really well planned. So it was a very real thing for them. Brenda, you can find them. They are very pixely. That's okay. I don't have issues with that. They have a new one with episodes on PlayStation 3. King's Quest is on stream. Also a game called Quest of Glory. It's an older game that's a combo of a Telltale game and D&D where you build your character. See, I like games where you can build your character. I'm very a huge fan of that. I'm going to have to take a look into Steam and maybe play some games off of there. James, what did you think of VR games? I really like the VR games. I really do. It's just the only thing about the VR games is the motion sickness. I mean, they're not meant. I think that's something that either you adjust to or something that can maybe be fixed in the future as we progress. For me, is if I play it for more than 20 minutes, I just start to feel like dizzy and hot because the headsets are so heavy. Maybe in time they'll make lighter headsets, and it's just everything is so real, and it really does mess with your perception. You know, I'm always like reaching out and trying to grab things that I know I can't grab. I do really like the VR games, and I think they're awesome, and I think there's a huge future in VR gaming. There's just like little, in terms of like playing an RPG on VR, I don't think there was no way I would be able to do it. I would have to take breaks every 20 minutes because I would physically start to feel ill. Oh man, I have to go back and see it. I didn't see it. Must have missed it. Awesome, thanks. Let's see. Steve Schroeder, have you played the Uncharted series? No, I've watched. That's another game that I've watched people play. That is in Victoria's list as well. There are 3 major series, well, 4 major games that Victoria loves. This is how well I know her, and she doesn't even realize it. Uncharted, BioShock, Resident Evil, and then The Last of Us are 4 games that she's talked about, and those are her babies, and she's played them all, the download content. I mean, when I tell you that those are her loves, anything Uncharted, anything Resident Evil, anything BioShock, anything of The Last of Us, those are games that you can talk to her about, and she will be able to give you play-by-play, the stories, the characters, I mean, everything. I think I played the second one once on computer, and they are a lot of fun. And I've watched her play the game, the newest one, and they are really a lot of fun, and I like to watch people play it. I should probably give them a shot for myself. They really are cool games. Or The Last of Us. Yes, Kabuki Kid, like I was saying, that's all in Victoria. That's her babies right there. Valorian, so your top 5 games are, do you want my top 5 games between board games or just video games? Because if it's both, I don't think I could fit them all in one hand. Playthrough others August 26th. Yep, Timon, you are just on it. You're truly dedicated to our channel, and we really appreciate your help. You know, I really appreciate your help on Witcher, and thanks for your participation in this channel. Did you get Day of the Tentacle through PS Plus? I love the humor in the old LucasArts game. No, I did not. I'm not even really familiar with that, Dutch. Kabuki Kid, love Maniac Mansion, Day of the Tentacle, and those LucasArts adventure games. They were so fun. I'm not really it's kind of sad that, I mean, it's not sad. It's when, like I was saying, sometimes you decide to gear your hobbies towards other things, and for a lot of you, I was danced my whole life. That's what I did my whole life. So my passion was dancing, and as I got older, I really put all my energy in to dance. I really wanted to do it professionally, and because I dedicated so much time to my dance career per se and my dance future, a lot of things that I used to do, like play video games and read comics and a lot. There was many years where I just had to sacrifice all my favorite things because I put, when I tell you I put my heart and soul into dance, I really did. And because of that, I didn't play a lot of games for a long time. I didn't do a lot for a long time. So now that I kind of have myself more established and I've taken my dance and I've transferred it into the fitness industry and have used all my experience and all my wisdom and am now bringing it to people in the health world, I'm rekindling, I'm coming back. That's why I'm saying I don't really feel like an adult. I'm kind of re-entering my childhood a bit and playing things and playing games as much as I can, because there was a long time where I wasn't playing games or I wasn't doing anything and that I really like to do, because I made those sacrifices so that I could be where I am today. So I'm re-entering these hobbies. I'm coming back to them now as an adult, and being able to have the chance to play these games is, just something great for me. So we expect a retro, yes. Yes, Valorian, yes. I won't answer it any other way. Neutral should play the Stanley Parable. So many games out there. It's just like sometimes you wish the days were longer, 24 hours never seems enough, especially when you still have to get up and go to work the next day or take care of things in your own world in real life. Enter the Gungeon if you like Isaac. Oh, okay. Is it like similar in terms of the type of art and gameplay? Barry Hansen. Hello, Barry. Puma Earth Defense Force. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't familiar as to what that stood for. Paul Darcy just subbed to the Orin Gaming channel. Thank you, Paul. Should be fun. I not only am a board game fanatic, I spend a lot of time playing PC games as well. Well, thank you, Paul, for subscribing. And please, guys, if you really want to continue to see me stream and continue to just communicate with me and have fun, do subscribe to the Orin Family Gaming Network. I will be streaming Witcher tonight, so if you want to check that out, it will be happening on the other channel. I like VR streams, very entertaining, though the games so far have been a little simple. I think they're simple because it's new, MGK, but you do have a point. That's when you get something new, it's always experimenting. It's trial and error. Valorian, you should have Victoria stream her games. We've been trying. I think she's so focused on school. She does have her exam tomorrow. She's really trying to. She's really found a place, a niche for herself. That's something she's really passionate about. So she's been really focusing on trying to get her life together and become an adult. Timon, you're welcome. Charlie P, that's a great idea, Paul. If you like Witcher, you should try Skyrim. I know why I have always Skyrim. Skyrim's always a suggestion. Kabuki Kid, the LucasArts adventure games, like Day of the Tentacle, are the point-and-click adventure games. They've all run exploring and solving a lot of... I do like puzzle games.
Day of the Tentacle is on there. It's downloaded and ready to go.
Okay, well, we do have it, so maybe I'll give it a shot and stream it. Kabuki Kid Yoda, I think you're right. Sir Kazrak, enter the Gungeon as a bullet hell game, dodging a bunch of bullets and overhead crazy shooter. Oh goodness, I don't know how well I would do in something like that, but if it's similar to like Isaac, I guess I would have to try. It took me a while to get good at Isaac. There's a whole art form to playing the Isaac games, and it's hilarious. We are.
We've got about 3 more minutes. So.
We are coming to a close because we do have to get ready and set up for our giveaway. You will see me again on that channel. But before I head out, I'd like to thank everybody again for coming on today and watching this live stream. I would be trying to do this weekly, maybe every Sunday. I think Sundays would be a great day to do it. So just be on the lookout for that. And you can always ask me more questions, and I can try to answer them to the best that I can. Thank you for your ever-loving, dying support on this channel. And don't forget to subscribe to our new little baby, Orin Family Gaming Network, where you get to see me stream games. I will take all your suggestions into consideration. It's been really great, guys. I really appreciate everything, and thanks for all your support. And I will see you guys in a few minutes on our next live video giveaway, Super Bowl Sunday. Let me answer just a couple more questions here. Dutch Yoda, okay, Janice, roll my numbers this evening, okay? I will try. Dutch. Sir Kazrak, yeah, the Dragon Age series, I have that written down. We will definitely put that into consideration. Stream whatever you want. Streams are fun when the people are on them having fun. So true, MGK, and I really do thank your support on all our channels. This channel, the video game channel, Poongoon's channel, you have really been a great support, and thank you so much. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes, and thanks for everything, and have a good afternoon. If not, watch us on our giveaway. And until next week, this is Janice's Q A. Don't forget, I'm streaming tonight on Orin Family Gaming Network.